From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Hot! Hot!
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Barkley, toss play left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Lions. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Leopard! Leopard!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.